Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is Non-Gone and today we're playing Death Stranding. This is the original non-director's cut PS4 version. We are playing on PS5 to reduce loading screens because we're in the middle of a speed platinum run, and that is trying to get the trophies as quickly as possible. This is all post-commentary. I've already done the run. My time was 45 hours and 43 minutes, which was enough to beat the top time on PSN profiles. I'm completely unhappy with the run. The first half was fine. The last two-thirds was a complete disaster. And so I'm doing this detailed walkthrough, and I'm mostly focusing on things that I think you could do to make it more efficient and less on the inefficient things that I did. So hopefully you'll be able to beat my time. I'd love to encourage that. It's great to be number one at something. So hopefully these strategies will help you do it. I'm trying to keep the videos short on this because, again, it's not my actual gameplay. It's just my suggestions to you. But we are in part 9, and we're almost done, actually. I think the whole thing's only going to be 10 parts. This is going to finish off the Best Beloved. And if you've followed with me so far, you've done all 7 locations. There's 39, by the way, total. 3 you get automatically with the story. 7 are in the eastern region, and that was, I think, video 5. Video 6 did the eastern part of this, which should have gotten you like 10-ish, 10, 11, somewhere around there. And then the last video, I did the other 10 up in the mountains. So we're over 20. We're going to finish off a couple of little things here. In this video, we're going to build a zip line from the distro center up through the weather station and into the mountains across the roboticist. And then we're also going to work on the photographer. We should have the Novelist sun done, and then that just leaves cleanup on the 6 major locations. So let's go ahead and get started. So right now we're at Mountain Knot City, and I suggest you grab, I don't know, 4 or 5 PCCs. It should be fine. Go into your map and put a waypoint at the weather station, and then head out to the roboticist, and you can zip all the way to the one behind the roboticist if you want. We're going to be connecting the line that's right on that top, the second one, the top peak of the hill there, and we're just going to run a line down. You should have plenty of bandwidth at this point, so just try to put one at the crest of this hill, and then another one at the crest of another hill, and just kind of keep going down until you can get right in front of the weather station. Once that happens, you can see the distro center from there. So you could probably just start running a straight line. Just go peak to peak. Make sure when you set one down that it connects to the one behind you, and that you can see where you're going from where you're setting it down. So that's just basic zipline construction. If you put it in a valley and then get out 300 paces, 300 meters, sometimes the valley will be obstructing your view, and that's how you take forever to build a zip line. If you put them up on peaks, then you're good to go. So that's it. That was like my 5-second or my 30-second version of building this zip line across here. Once you get to the distro center, there's a couple of things that you might want to do. The first one is involves the first prepper. So the craftsman and the way station have deliveries for the first prepper, and you may want to refer to this spreadsheet that has all the standard orders on it. I think there might be one other one down here that goes up there, but you want to gather as many first prepper deliveries as you can. And the one at the craftsman might have respawned. The one at the way station is actually a new delivery that was hidden behind the first delivery. So I'd fast travel over there and grab it if you can. And then when you get to the distro center, grab whatever you can pack on your back for the spiritualist and roboticist, or I'm sorry, spiritualist and Evo Devo. Prioritize whoever you have the least likes for at this point. I don't know if they're all 5-starred yet. If they are, you can abandon the delivery because you don't need them. But then head on up your zip line there. Also pay attention to the weather station, of course. We just put them on the network, so we might as well do places for them. And I would zip line back and forth, refer to that spreadsheet, and find the remaining deliveries that you need to do the weather station, and then to move all the cargo for the spiritualist and Evo Devo to their respective locations. The photographer, I think, had some stuff sitting at the distro as well. Make sure you move that to Mountain Knot City for when we come down the hill. Well, let's see. So at that point, you should be back at Mountain Knot City with weather station at 5 stars. Some deliveries, you may or may not have made some progress with the first prepper. And at the very least, you should have like 22-ish locations at 5 stars. The bigger ones might be missing a delivery or two, so we'll get to that in a minute. We're basically just going to run down the hill here. And do some things. So get to Mountain Knot City, and the first thing that I think you should do is look at your 5 stars and look at your bridge links tab. And if you're not at 60 yet, this would be a great time to throw some resources into a paver. So outside of Mountain Knot, there's lots of pavers. Just drive down, take about 2,000 metal and ceramics out of there, and run down there and build a road or add resources until they're gone. So once you do that, the next delivery will give you like 5 levels on your bridge links. Load up a truck with everything that you have for the photographer and maybe the distribution center if you still need likes down there, and also the Novelist Son if you picked up anything for them. And then before you go all the way down the hill, drive over to the doctor. He's got a really great high volume time delivery for the distribution center, and you want to go ahead and grab that, and then drive down your regular route down the mountain, or take the road if it's already built. Mine never is, but you know, whatever. And head on down, make your delivery to the distro center, and then turn around, and we're going to finish off the Novelist Son. And the way you do that is pick up any deliveries you got at distro for him and the photographer. Take your truck down to the Novelist Son, deliver whatever you can to him, and then save and reload and give him that lost cargo until he's complete, until he's done. Once that's finished, head down to the photographer and make any deliveries you have for her. Also, there's a lot of lost cargo hanging around. Grab any of that. It'll really help. She's going to have 2 fetch quests for you. One is in the water, so run down there and just use your water techniques and grab those. And the second one is a repeat of getting the camera, only this time it's in a post box. So it's your call if you want to try and S-rank this. They'll shoot you. There's a lot of guys. You can die pretty easily. Take armor, take guns, take a bola gun. It's not as nearly as bad as the other terrorist camp because you can. They don't take cover as easily. The terrain's better, but it's still not pleasant. Or if you know exactly where it is, you can kind of YOLO right into the post box, and it's like on the northern edge. It's only 1 piece of cargo, and you might be able to get in, at least knock 2 dudes down or 3 dudes, grab the thing, and then bike really fast out of there and not take any damage. That's what I would suggest you do once you've memorized where it is. It's a lot faster than trying to take these guys out. Anyway, I've rambled on enough about the photographer. Continue to find deliveries for her until she's done, and then clean up any of the deliveries that you have. I would suggest combining this, and again, use the spreadsheet. I put the link in the description. It's an awesome spreadsheet. It's sortable by anything you need. And honestly, this is where I would tell you, just whatever you're missing in the larger areas, find a big delivery and go make it. It should take an hour or 2 maybe, and you'll be everywhere you need to go. The last 2 things, that will get you to 28, because you should have all the smaller ones done. We did everybody but the first prepper, and even then, at this point, some of those new deliveries should respawn, and you should be able to get to 5 stars with him. We did Novelist Son, we did Photographer. The larger distro centers, we got like thousands of likes in 1 delivery in our other video. If you're still a little short, find some other deliveries and make them to them until they're all at 5 stars, except for Pizza Pete. He's the last guy. This actually is pretty easy at this point with what we've built. The 4th pizza delivery, and again, these are in orders for Sam, not standard orders, is to grab at Mountain Knot City. And remember, we just threw that zip line up that goes to distro, so you can just take it right over the roboticist, right over the back of the mountains, turn left at the distribution center, zip up to the craftsman, run to Pete, make your delivery. That's number 4. Also, while you're down here, I'd zip back to the distro center, and if you have not done the order for Sam for sticky guns, now is a great time to do it. Take a bola gun and run in and grab only 1 sticky gun is all you have to do. It's at the location where where you did the collector fetch quest. So just run in there and bola gun until they quit shooting at you, and grab only 1 sticky gun. You don't have to S rank it, and then get out of there and head up towards Lake Knot City. If you want to get real cute, you can drop by the film director and pick up his time delivery again. It's probably respawned. And take a truck with you, of course, and then drive up there, and you'll get another like 1,000 likes for doing basically what you were already doing anyway. You'll also get some stars for your time, which you're going to need on the 5-star thing. And once you get to Lake Knot, the last pizza delivery will be from the first prepper. So go ahead and fast travel over to your safe house by the Mountaineer or Mountain Nut City, whichever one is easier to get to. Pick the pizza up at the first prepper, and this is not convenient because you have to zip all the way down to Mountain Nut City because we didn't connect anything, but it's fine. It's like 2 more minutes, and make that final delivery. At that point, you should finally be done and get your Best Beloved trophy, and that should be all 39 locations. So if you did that in a reasonable amount of time, congratulations. You only got a couple more hours left, and you'll be stepping in high cotton, as my dad used to say. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. Hopefully this has been a help. I know it's a little bit weird because it's using gameplay that's not related necessarily to practice runs, but I really feel like the routing could be optimized a lot better than what I did. So I didn't want to just put 30 hours of footage that isn't any good. So hopefully that's okay. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and we will be back with video 10 and we will get our platinum. So in the meantime, stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.